May 22nd was World Paloma Day. Today is July 29th. So I'm either really late or super duper early for next year's World Paloma Day. Either way, I'm gonna make you a Paloma today because, that's just how crazy I am. This is another one of those cocktails that you can make really simple if you want by just putting tequila and grapefruit soda in a glass. But obviously, I'm gonna make it a lot more complicated than that, but also a lot more delicious. The history behind the Paloma is a little bit unclear, but from what I understand, it dates back to the 1940s, 1950s or so. And what you usually use is just tequila and grapefruit soda, like I mentioned earlier. But here's what I put into mine. Tequila, obviously, a grapefruit liqueur, and I usually don't do this, but I'm gonna point this out. The PAMPLEMOUSSE is excellent. When it comes to liqueurs, I highly recommend it. If you find somewhere, buy it because it's really good. All of their liqueurs are really good, so you'll probably see more of those in my videos. Then we have a little bit of agave, fresh lime juice, and fresh grapefruit juice. And then I top that off with a little bit of club soda just to get it a little bit sparkling. If you're making this cocktail for a group of people, it might seem a little bit daunting to have all these ingredients, but at the end of this video, I'll explain what you can do to make it less problematic for you. So when I make cocktails, I usually start by building the cheapest ingredients into the shaker tin first. But because this recipe is a little bit special and there's a way for me to remember the exact measurements, I'm gonna make it in a little bit different way. See if you can catch it. All right, so I'm gonna start with 2 ounces of tequila, 1 ounce of your fresh grapefruit juice, 3/4 of your fresh lime juice, 1/2 ounce of the PAMPLEMOUSSE, 1/4 ounce of the agave syrup. And that's that. Now I'm gonna get some ice. So this is another one of those cocktails also where you don't have to shake it for that long because you dilute it while you shake it and it's gonna be served over ice that will melt, turn into water, and there's gonna be club soda, which is water. So don't shake it for too long. Pour a little bit of club soda in the bottom of the glass. And then we'll strain our cocktail on top. And garnish it with a grapefruit wedge, and I also put a salt rim on half of the glass just in case you want some salt, then you have it. If you don't want it, there's a salt-free rim on the other side. So that's the Paloma. It's a very refreshing cocktail, perfect balance of sweet and sour with a touch of bitterness from the grapefruit, but I think it's super delicious. So I hope you like it. Let me have a taste of this. Oh yeah, definitely. Like I said in the beginning of the video, if you are serving a group of people, it might be tricky to stand here and put all these ingredients in. So what you do is you batch your cocktail. And what I like to do is to keep the alcohol separate and then the non-alcoholic ingredients separate in another bottle. So for example, in this recipe, you would take 2 ounces of the tequila, 1/2 ounce of your grapefruit liqueur, and maybe multiply that with 10. So you do 20 ounces of tequila, 5 ounces of the grapefruit liqueur, and you put that into a separate bottle if you have like an empty liquor bottle. And then you take the non-alcoholic ingredients, do the math on them, put them into another bottle, because that way when you make the cocktail, you take 1 bottle, do 2.5 ounce, you take the non-alcoholic ingredients and you do whatever that adds up to, and put that into the shaker, and then you shake it, and then you're pretty much done. So it's a lot faster. And also by having the non-alcoholic ingredients by themselves, you can also on the fly just make a mocktail for the designated driver or so. Little tricks of the trade, tips of the trade. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm burning up right now because my AC is turned off and it's super hot in here. So I think I'm gonna take this up to the roof and take the rest of the night off. I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.